Hey everyone, and welcome back. I'm Rick Fussell and this is the Ingrain Workshop. In today's video, I'm going to be replacing the switch in my Delta 6" by 48" belt sander. Last week when I was working on a project, the switch went out, I couldn't shut it off. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to replace that switch. That's coming up next here at the Ingrain Workshop. So this is the belt sander in question, and this switch can also work on any other type of Delta tool, like a drill press or any other type of tool that has a standard 120 volt power switch to it. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it into the wall and kind of show you what's going on. So now I have it plugged in the wall, and as you can see, the switch doesn't work at all. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is take off the faceplate for the switch, and there appears to be a total of 2, 4, 6, 7 screws that are holding the faceplate to the machine. I believe 4 of these screws hold the actual faceplate, and then 3 of the screws are actually screwed into like a outlet box within the machine. So let's go ahead and remove that and see what we've got. So these are the 7 screws that I was talking about here. I believe the 4 outside screws hold the actual faceplate to the machine, and then the 3 internal screws is what holds the outlet box within the machine to the faceplate. So let's go ahead and take off the 4 exterior ones. And of course, before doing any electrical work, you want to make sure that you're unplugged. And as you know, if I was plugged in, the machine would be running, so the machine hasn't been unplugged. So I left the 3 internal screws in, and as I take this out, you can see that it's actually taking out the box with it. Let me show you. So you can see the top of the box here. So I'm going to take off the 3 internal screws, and that will allow the faceplate to come loose from the box. And you'll notice a difference between the screws that are screwed into the box. They have a point on the end of it, versus the screws that were holding the faceplate to the machine. These are typical machine screws with a flat head on it versus a pointed head. So just make sure you remember which goes to what. So the pointed screws screw into the outlet box, the flat screws screw into the actual machine. So now I can take the faceplate off the machine, and you can see here on my switch, it's a 2-pole switch. So I'm just going to slide the leads off the switch. And again, you'll want to note which one was the bottom and which one was the side. This is going to be our bottom one, and this is going to be our side lead. I'm going to go ahead and put some tape around the bottom one just so I'll know which one that is. So now that I've got tape on the bottom one and then the top one or side one, you can see here on the back how the switch is fastened to the back. There's 2 clamps on the top of the switch and 2 on the bottom. I'm going to have to take a pair of pliers or channel locks and depress these. Maybe you can see it better sideways. I'm going to have to depress both of these, and then the switch should slide out of the front of the outlet cover. So now with the switch out of the faceplate, I can install the new switch. Now the new switch I picked up from Amazon. It was $8. I'll leave a link in the video description below to where you can pick one up if you need one. And again, this switch isn't just for a Delta belt sander. It can be used for a drill press, anywhere where you've got a 120 volt 2-pole switch. So this is the switch that I picked up off of Amazon. And I'm just going to go ahead in reverse order, go ahead and install this inside my faceplate. And again, just like the old switch, I don't know if you can see that, but this switch has, you know, the ears that you depress on the top and bottom. And then again, once you slide that through the opening, that will lock it onto the faceplate. You do want to make sure that you've got the switch in the correct orientation with the on in the up position and the off in the down position. And just like that, the new switch is installed. And again, just like the old switch, it's got the 2 poles, the one at the bottom, the one on the side. And I've went ahead and identified the proper switch legs over at the machine. So now it should just be a matter of hooking up the 2 switch legs and then go ahead and installing the faceplate back onto the machine. Okay, so here we are back at the machine. As you can see, the box just sits in here loosely. The only thing holding the box into the machine is the 3 screws that screw the faceplate to the box. But for right now, let's just go ahead and install our leads onto our switch. This is my side lead, and then this is my bottom lead. I'm going to go ahead and just take the tape off of it. Now that I've got both the bottom lead and the side lead installed on the switch, I'm now going to install the faceplate onto the outlet box. I'm going to try to hold it outside the machine so I can put it flush. And then again, using the pointed screws, the pointed head screws, I'm going to screw these into the actual outlet box. And again, you don't want to put them too tight because you're drilling into plastic. Okay, so now the faceplate has been secured to the outlet box. We're now going to slide the box and the faceplate back onto the machine, line up the 4 outside screws, and using the flathead screws, we're going to put those in to fasten the faceplate to the actual machine itself. Now these we can tighten down since we're screwing into the cast metal. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is plug it back in. Now it should be off. It's in the off position, so hopefully it will not turn on when I plug it back in, and then we'll test out the switch. Okay, so here goes. I'm going to plug it back in. And it didn't turn on, so that's a good thing. So let's go ahead and turn the switch on just to test to make sure it's working. And that's it. That fixed the problem. So for $8 on Amazon, if you ever have a machine that's not turning on, that's a really quick and cheap solution to kind of see if that's the actual problem. The other good thing too is, you know, for a switch, if you pick it up at Amazon and say the switch wasn't the problem, you can return it pretty easily through Amazon. At least the supervisors told me that. Apparently she does that quite often. I've never returned or haven't had to return that much on Amazon. But again, she's probably the main consumer of Amazon. But all in all, you know, for $8, it's working now fine. So I hope this video helps you out. Well, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope this video helped you out. You know, sometimes it might not be the switch. It might be something wrong with the motor or some other type of problem. So at least this way you can return the switch. You're not out any money. Other than a little bit of your time, that's pretty much all you're going to be out. So if you're having trouble with a belt sander, drill press, spindle sander, anything like that that has a 120 switch, and one day you come in and it's not working, it's a quick troubleshooting technique to just go ahead and see if it's the switch or not before you move on to other troubleshooting problems. So I hope this video helps. If it did, then please leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you like DIY and woodworking projects, then I highly recommend that you hit that subscribe button. It's free and painless. And I'd also ask that you click on that bell icon. That way you'll be notified of all our upcoming videos. To all my existing subscribers, I really appreciate all the support you've given this channel. I'm Rick with the Ingrain Workshop. Until next time, have a wonderful day and God bless.